What is up, everybody? It's me. It's RDV. That's right, RDV. That's me, Eric. Um, Joined again on Thursday night for by Geekeasy.
Hey,
Yeah, Eric Breen's back again as well, and joining us because it's Transformer Day. He has to join us. It's Jay for Value.
Yo, I actually
Day.
have two more than Transformers. So
What?
yeah,
He probably got a Wolverine book, don't you?
I did. I did.
Hey, there's a reason those Wolverine books sold back in the day. Because
it's because they had about like 8 million of them out each week.
holy crap, JR Vocal. Or HR, sorry, JR. HR goes vocal. I was watching wrestling last night. JR came back. What's up, dude? I haven't seen him in a while. Wow, cool. Hello to Marania. And who else might be watching too? And then Quinn just joined us. And guys had a little conversation while we're waiting. I'm all by myself backstage. No, you guys were all there. I was just watching. I was reading my last book and I'm looking up. I'm trying to eat scarf down dinner and look up and like, oh, everyone's waiting. I might as well go live. But yeah, I had to do a last minute reading because I had got some snow last night, and actually this morning. So I had another, and then the snowblower, I had to put the chute back on. The chute flew off. That was fun. I'm like, how do I do this again? It's only happened one time, and that was when my dad was alive, and he got to go further to the neighbor's yard. I was thankfully mine was just kind of dropped down, and I was like, okay, now I just gotta find out which sockets and all that BS fun stuff. But it wasn't too bad. Tonight's gonna suck though. Tonight we're supposed to get a clipper of 9 inches.
Well, you can do what I do.
Pay other people to do it for you.
Actually, I don't. I do that with my rent.
Take a heart attack.
They have a. I live in an apartment. They just come and plow it whenever they.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to go anywhere, so it didn't really bother me. It's just that people want to go to my driveway with my brother. He stayed up in Madison last night because the snow's that bad up there. It's 2 hours west of me. But you feel it? So you got a hotel room? Do you feel like driving back? All right. Yeah, Joy's driving 2 hours to work and 2 hours from work, and then working second shift on top of that.
Ew.
Anyone read Zorro Man of the Dead? I read the title at the store and I left it there.
So you did read some of it.
I did. I even read the synopsis that's on League of Comic Geeks, which is conflicting with what John Gordon Murphy said about being the sister, being the star. So I don't know what's going on with that book. If anybody has read it and actually is good, let me know. Or if you read it and you think it sucks, let me know too.
That's why they haven't made Zorro a girl to begin.
Yeah, and I always say that comment section, if there's a book that we didn't review, and you would put that in the comment section and let us know what you thought of that book. Because this basically all this is for us to basically, hey, I'm recommending this book. Go check this book out. You guys are recommending books to me that I haven't checked out. All right. Speaking of checking out, let's get this going before Eric checks out and watches sports.
I'm already watching the sports.
Oh, no, we lost you.
I want to blast through this so we can get to Reacher.
Yeah, for Cookie D's comic books, I'm just going to put Reacher on and watch that together.
You've got Reacher and Ted out today.
All right.
Did you see that Reacher has a 97% tomato meter rating?
The critics love it, and so do the fans.
Well, it's got a higher thermometer than fan. And for 97%, I told my brother this. I said, that usually, in order to get that high, it has to be a DEI smorgasbord.
Yeah, hello to Embryo Goddess who just joined us on Twitch. That's right. We are also live on Twitch. So if you want to have a Twitch account and say you want to watch it over there, we do need the watch time over there as well.
Or if you just want to Twitch in general.
Well, we don't recommend that. We're going to go get help at a rehab.
For twitching.
For twitching, because you could be drinking coffee, really high coffee. I'm not saying you guys are doing any illegal drugs, but coffee can cause people to kind of, stutter and just kind of start twitching. We see this happen a lot with coffee addicts.
I'm drinking coffee right now.
See? He's on Twitch. Oh. I didn't read it, but I think it sucks.
But-
Yeah, we're not one of those channels where we say a book sucks and have never read it.
Yeah, we are.
You are.
I am.
This
Any
is
book
what-
by Tom King.
Hey,
it
hey,
sucks.
hey! If you want to do that, go there. Do that on the 3 other shows that you do on Saturdays and Tuesdays, whatever day you're on.
Nah, the only other show I'm on now, we don't talk about new comics because none of us read them. So,
Right? Well, that's not true. You read them.
well, a couple. I've got a top 2 this week.
That's more than anybody else that people are quitting, especially people your age. There's a lot. I see your age buying comic books. There's a few.
Well, it's because most of us, if we're still in the hobby, we're in the back issue section.
No, if you're in the hobby, you're the one running the comic book store.
But yeah, you're not wrong.
See, you're working.
Speaking of always wrong, is Zach going to be on tonight?
Yes, and he has 3 books tonight, and I don't think we'll have to use any apples with him tonight.
Well, maybe
All right.
just out of instinct.
What's stopping you from doing it anyway? I mean,
All right. So my first book. I only have 8 new books of new issues. So number 8. This deserves apples. Straczynski, what the hell are you doing in this? The ending was very lackluster.
Yes, I dropped it.
Yes. She gets revenge. She kills a guy. But it's really cool how she kills the guy. Because she knows she can't beat him, so she uses the same bomb that is a spoiler for anybody who's going to read it. You've been warned. She uses the bomb. The same bomb that was used on her and her family to try to kill her, and she uses that to kill the last 2 remaining superheroes. And they're written off as basically that they're away fighting some villain in time. They don't know when they're going to be. That's their whole excuse is. And she's basically just become the world's hero. Not publicly, but she's policing, and then she goes after the president because the president kind of doesn't. It's very anti-American, at least in a sense where basically corrupt. Remember we talked about these corrupt politicians and stuff. So now she's going after the corrupt president. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm praying that Captain America does not go this route and starts to improve. But right now, it's been a lackluster book for me too.
Yeah, I already dropped that too, so I'm not missing anything. I don't feel.
All right, so yeah, like I said, I give this a mid. It's a 3 out of 5. All right, my number 7 actually is a 7. Oh, these numbers. Very, very misleading book. It looks like we're gonna get a vampire Hulk or somehow Hulk versus Blade. That's not the case. The Hulk, and this is tying into the whole whatever current immortal Hulk thing is crap that's going on. Bruce Banner's got really long hairs, and he looked very skinny and feminine. So I don't know what the heck that's all about. But basically, the Bruce Banner had called the Hulk up to this town, or I mean, called Blade up to this town that was basically overrun with vampires and demons, and Blade helps this kid that's possessed. He gets the demon out of the kid and saves the kid. And he's just, him and Banner basically went to a diner. This is a Mariko Tamaki book. I don't know what's going on with this, but this is really weird. All that's missing was them eating a cupcake. Very lackluster. Very very clickbait. And not say that Brian Hill is a bad writer. It's just that it wasn't as bad as Tamaki or whoever is writing Kelly Thompson, or whoever Lee Williamson. I can't remember what it is. The cupcake crap. Like I said, it is just the point where I just don't. You're gonna have the meat, okay, and this was a filler issue. We get to learn that now Blake can turn himself into a giant wolf.
What?
Exactly.
Blade can turn into a giant wolf.
He shaped into a black wolf. He learned it from Dracula.
No.
Exactly. So I looked at that. I was like, no. And I'm not sure it's because he allowed the demon to go into him. Maybe that boosted his power a little bit. I don't know. But I was done with that. I was like, nope, I'm done. All right.
With the title or the issue?
That issue. It's Brian Hill's better than most of the Marvel writers that are out there right now. So at least one of them that's currently on the Marvel staff. So this is my number 6. Another kind of a quick issue. Basically leading up, Shredder finally forges a sword that can cut through time and space. We get another cameo from the TV series. Whoever this girl is, but at first I thought we were going to He-Man crossover. But apparently she's from the animated series. Her name is Renee. But basically warns up that something's coming, and then she realized that she went to the past, too far in the past. Now she basically quickly leaves. It said Shredder's got the sword of the alien aura. They basically cut through time and space. And at the end, Leonardo breaks the sword, and they're back in feudal Japan. That's the next issue. So now it makes more sense why the cover is like that. Really cool. So I'm excited that they're tying this into the movies a little bit too, as well. The only when I say movies, I mean 1, 2, and 3. Not these Michael Bay crap.
So there's going to be a Vanilla Ice reference at some point?
Dude, I hope so. That's the back cover. Yeah. If Vanilla Ice does a little rap in there, sweet. But this isn't the Vanilla Ice one. Vanilla Ice one was the second one. That second movie. All right, top 5. And starting with my number 5 here, Blood Commandments. Very good series. One more issue left. The sheriff just figuring out what was going on. It all takes place at night, as it is. This guy who was living with only the son. We find out that he got his powers from Dracula, pretty much in a sense. And now he's come to collect. He wants because they fled, and he's basically killed his son. And it says like, if you want to save your son, you're gonna have to basically turn him, which he doesn't want to, because he's sworn off. He doesn't want anybody, and the son. What was really cool about this, the son was praying to God. He was praying to Christ in this book. I haven't seen that in a while in a book. This is Seisman Kudransky. The guy did something epic in a town called Terror. The cool thing about the sheriff is that in order to get out to this guy, the main guy character's ranch, in the middle of the woods, little cabin. It's a 2-hour drive, and just the side characters are awesome in this. There's a really great supporting cast. So, if you haven't checked this out, it's only 4 issues. If you like vampires and you like small towns, check it out. All right. Number 4 is Gretel, Dark Impulses. Gretel's been one of my favorite Xenoscope books. I've been starting to like her character more than I like Belle or like Robin Hood or even Red Agent. Mainly to the fact that she's Hansel and Gretel. Hansel was her brother. They killed the witch. She learns out that she actually is a witch, and she eats the these witches, and she eats their hearts, and she gains their abilities. She's been working with this witch hunter girl who ends up being basically kidnapped. Her witch crew hunting or basically agency is infiltrated by another witch who starts basically turning her against Gretel. And at the end, even though Gretel kills the witch, the girl basically goes her separate way, kind of like it's almost like a Castellucci, like not as bad as Barbara Gordon, but basically saying like, "Oh, I can't work with you. You're a monster. You kill people." It's like that. I was kind of irritated by that. So I don't know where they're going with that story, but I'm gonna stick with it. Just been fun. It's just 32 pages. All right. Number 4. Wow. Learning everything that happened with the Green Lantern Corps. After their lantern, basically the Green Lantern battery on Oa is gone, and the Blue Guardians are gone, and all you got left is these 3 Guardians who basically want to unite the planets. They end up going to all the Guardians are basically what they said that the Green Lantern Corps is not allowed to go to Earth they're all at this quarantine for whatever reason, and everybody gets divided up, and yeah, so we get to see Hal and oh, what's his name? It's start the K. What's it?
Kilowog.
Kilowog.
Yeah. They escort or at least accompany one of these guardians. They go once you have a peace talk with on Theragar. I think it's, or is it what's it called? What's the name of his planet? Sinestro planet?
Corrigar.
Yeah, something like that. They go to his planet, and while they're talking to him, these other Yellow Lanterns attack the meeting, and Sinestro claims they had no knowledge of it, you know, and basically we're led to believe that it's a mutiny. They basically are gonna usurp him, and in the process, Kilowog dies. And
What?
yes,
Like for real die or? Is it
if you're not reading
real?
this,
No.
the last issue. Oh, dude, you got to be reading the series. Jerry Adams has been awesome with this series.
I have the first two, and I just never got around.
Oh
to
man, you're sorry, man. Just you gotta be reading this. At first I was like, Green Lanterns are my thing, but Jeremy Adams, just the way he writes these characters, he captures their emotions, their feelings correctly. And then we also learned at the end of the last issue that
Is that number 4?
this is number 7.
Oh, number 7. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, is that one of the other Blue Lanterns? Their lantern is destroyed. It's gone. Not only that, Hal Jordan, current because this is a flashback. In current time, Hal Jordan is on Earth. He formed a ring of his own free will, but he can't leave Earth.
Oh.
It doesn't work. And Sinestro, in present time, was able to leave Earth by calling upon a Red Lantern ring that he created. So he's a Red Lantern right now. Dude, like I said, I'm just balls to the walls action. Just been fun with this.
Boy, Adams really does have a good grasp of the DC characters, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's a shame that they don't respect them more.
Yeah.
You know, people say, oh, I like Josh Williamson. Green Arrow sucks compared to this. Jeremy Adams is Green Lantern. I like Williamson. He's not a bad writer. He's just, to me, he's kind of mid compared to Jeremy Adams.
His Duke was good. His Barry run was pretty good at times, but yeah.
All right. Number 2. We got the wrapper account by John Boy Myers.
Well, you said Green Lantern. You said Green Lantern was 4.
No, it was 3. Not bad. No. Jay asked if it was number 4. I said it was issue number 7.
No. I could have sworn you said that was your number 4 book, though, too.
No.
Maybe that's where I got it mixed.
I don't know. Sorry. Because no, my number 4 was actually let me see here. Was Gretel.
Oh.
So anyway, I got the replica cover by John Boy Myers. Dude, phenomenal issue. I'm not gonna spoil this. I'm just gonna say this. You guys need to read this. I'll just say, oh, is it one thing? A cool character comes back.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it is just everything. The art on this is amazing. Daniel Warren Johnson doing the interior art. Apparently, we learned, I guess, that after I think it's issue 7 is when he's basically not doing the art anymore. They're bringing on an artist.
I didn't know he was an artist too.
Oh yeah, he's a phenomenal artist. Here's the first page.
So he's writing and drawing.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's going to continue writing it after issue 6, but somebody else is going to draw it.
Yep. This phenomenal art on this. That Starscream leaving Skywarp to die because he's going after Optimus Prime and strength.
That's what I was going to say. Like the Decepticons in Starscream are so brutal, but they're a big cluster, right? They need leadership, if you know what I'm saying. And I think they're going to be getting their real leadership soon.
Ash, I've heard the excuse a lot though about people. Oh, well, they're writing 6 books. Well, if they're not writing any of the 6 books that he's writing are good, then maybe he needs to go back and just focus on one. You know, if he stretched too thin, because Jeremy Adams actually is writing more than one book. He's got because he's got Green Lantern. He's got Jake Garrick, or I think he's on another one. He's gonna be running too soon, or if he's not done it. But yeah.
All right. So okay, if they're should DC do the right thing and take Joshua Williams off a couple of those books and give him to Joanne Starner and just
no, I'm not. I didn't say that. I was saying his indie books. Drop his indie books. Focus on the good books.
Yeah,
Don't
Ash,
give him
I
the
didn't.
ideas.
And what's more important, I don't care.
But you're Indy Breen. You should know.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm not part of the Transformy GI turtle thing there.
Transformer GI Turtles.
Yeah,
You know, there actually was a crossover between all three of those. That was,
yeah. Oh,
that was like 20 years ago, I think.
I'm gonna get those for Breen and send it to him. You're gonna read them and
Crossovers?
love them.
Save the postage, brother.
Was it Infestation? I think it was IDW Infestation when they had the giant crossover. But all right, my number one book is no surprise. It's probably the most talked about book right now because it is the best book being put out in comics related today. As much as I love Transformers, I love Lord Rebels. This is way better.
That was terrible.
Oh, Bull, you already said you liked it.
Oh, I gotta remember what I said.
You're the whole reason I bought it this week, Breen.
Yeah,
so you better not go.
Phenomenal issue.
Yeah,
Uncle Ben's alive, and it's not in a bad way. If you're not reading this, if you haven't picked it up, do yourself a favor, go pick this up. I gotta say for Hickman, man, after reading Gods or Officials, that was a snooze fest. So was Ultimate Invasion. When he focuses on a singular character like this, he can make it really great.
Who did that cover?
This is J. Scott Campbell.
Yep.
Wow.
She even has freckles on her thighs. It's like, yeah, it's so detailed.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got thicker legs than him.
Well, he is skinny.
And she's thick. 2 C's.
Yes. This is Marco Cicchetto.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's worth paying the extra $1 for.
Yeah.
These are both $6. What more can I say about this is that being a Spider-Man fan, we're back, baby, until they decide to cancel it.
I'm gonna have some comments on that where I'm gonna have to disagree with a former collaborator.
And I'm gonna say that I loved how Jonah Jameson was written in this.
Me
That's gonna be
too.
one of them. And spoiler, that former collaborator is Wes.
Oh, former again?
We all know that you've been cheating on him.
Well, okay, I guess former is the wrong word. Sometime collaborator.
But all right, so
Yeah,
he did, but he had some criticisms about him, and I'm gonna refute those or disagree with him.
there you go.
you can point out, or we can read this week. I can just pull up his video. We can watch together. All right. So back issues real quickly. This came out this week.
Nice.
Holy crap!
From the 90s, little book here.
Yeah, I'm
$15.
not ready to see 30th anniversary. It's bad enough when Image turned 30,
Yeah.
and I'd already been in the hobby for almost 20.
Yeah, I still remember going into the store
God.
and seeing all those first issues and stuff. I remember it like it was yesterday, and that was 30 years ago.
Breen, you remember those? You must have been just your first year being sobriety.
Oh no, I don't remember because I wasn't buying Archie drunk or sober in those days. But 30th anniversary. My sobriety's older than 30. That's how old I am now.
All right.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
That's a sweet cover.
It is.
1977.
Yep.
Glorious times in comics.
One of the best movies ever came out in '77.
Orca.
Star Wars?
Orca.
Orca's great. All right. So what's even better than that?
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Boy, Thor looks a little different. I didn't realize he was going bald.
Now, okay, Jeff, I will just say this. You can talk about that War Stars thing you like, but Orca was the back cover of Marvel Comics for 2 months. I didn't see Star Wars get that. So there.
There you go. There you have it.
Anything about killer, anything about killer whales, man, I'm telling you.
That's the
what issue
Lizzo
Superboy is that?
This is 147.
Nice.
I believe that has a Legion origin story.
Boy, that condition is sharp.
So I got to ask you, Banky, are you cataloging like what you have? Like, do you have a system like you know what you have?
Yeah,
you're starting to get pretty. I mean,
League of Comic Geeks, and then where it is, I have no idea.
Okay, it's like
they're in boxes in their own spots, so eventually I'll find the book.
When you're out and you see that, Donald Duck album, and you go, "Do I have that?"
No, I know when it comes to anything Dell or 4-color fossils, I'm not at that stage yet where I'm like, I wonder if I have that. I'm like, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that.
Okay, so you know which ones you have, and you're pretty confident.
Yeah, so far.
Because now, I've got some back issue doubles. I might have to just throw that in with. By the way, I'm still waiting for. Did I tell you what I'm waiting for why I haven't sent your stuff yet?
Before the world end.
No, seriously.
You're dead.
One of my brother's friends works for Fat Tire.
Oh, real nice.
The company that does Fat Tire. And he's supposed to bring us both Fat Tire shirts.
Oh, I was going to say, bring us a shirt, not the beer, because the beer tastes like ass.
Yeah, that's. I understand that. That I said, because like I said, my dad always lamented that he had to quit drinking before he could try a particular beer. And I said that about Fat Tire, but I've had too many people say, no, it's dreadful. But I figured I wanted that to be a surprise. But goddamn, it's been more than a year. He's battling cancer, so I'm not. That's like I said. Hey, can you put the cancer off long enough to bring me like shirts?
I'm going to tell you right now, it took me a year and a half to get Hawk the Slayer trade in.
Yeah, but I'm hoping now that I've said that, maybe he'll show up.
He's not jumping off, Ash. He's just doing the writing now. He's bringing in one of his friends to do the art.
Or hey,
yeah. So it's So don't.
Hey, Corona.
So quit pouting.
Yeah.
All right. You ready, Breen?
Yep.
Are you sure? I don't think you're ready for this.
I'm ready. Oscar?
Whoa!
Nice.
Look at it. Almost looks the exact same. It's the same guy.
That needs a new bag.
Yeah, it's his original bag. That's the one thing I'm gonna start buying. I'm like, I gotta get Silver Age bags now. Damn it. But I couldn't just stop there.
You are a future fossil, brother.
Some little dick decided to write his name on there. Scribble. Little bastard.
That's unbelievably commonplace among books from like 60 years ago.
Oh. But wait, there's more.
Kids. Whoa, that is cool.
Wow.
It's a little beat up on the edges here. So
that is what number is that? That's a 4-color. I know that.
4-color 1064.
Nice.
So I got that. So
Jay, if you start Dell 4-color, you only have about 1,360 books to get.
Right?
Sounds like a good challenge.
Yeah, the first couple of years might be a little expensive.
Yeah,
From 1959, it says.
Think about that. 1959, and they were already over 1,000 issues in.
Jeez.
It was weekly, so that's
right.
Oh, all right, and I only have one more that I bought. Been collecting these two.
Wow, that's really cool. I love that cover.
It's a little.
Looks like they're doing a tequila dance.
What I see. That's now. There's several if you see something that's Del Giant and may not necessarily be part of that series, I see that one is. What number is that? It's a little.
This is Del Giant number 28 from 1959.
Oh, nice. I love Del Giants.
And then the coolest thing I got. This was at Target.
Oh, neat.
And this has pretty much Floyd Godfredson's 1934, The Crazy Crime Wave. Jose Curica upstaging a malevolent magician in Renato Carini's 1974, The Great Jose Dini. Uncle Scrooge founding his own nation, and Don Rosa's 1989, His Majesty McDuck. Hundreds of pages more. Like I said, like it's just, and what's really cool about this is that it gives you information here. It's all in the stories, original comic scans, full stories. So what originally was $100, I got it for $70.
Wow.
Yeah. I couldn't pass it up. I saw there's the last one. I was like, should I get it? No. Of course. Oh,
if that were just like the first 30 or 40 years, I would love it. And not that probably. That's too expensive. There's too many other things to spend money on, like the books themselves.
And then because it's more sideways, you have to like really like this.
That is very cool.
Oh, it's a freaking heavy book though. It's super heavy. Here some of the years. Yeah, it's like I said, it's like 100. It goes with the years. That's what I like about it. So even some of the newer ones, then we get to hear some of the earlier ones. So, like I said, if you're a fan of Mikey Mouse, Donald Duck, Evil Queen, and the Beagle Boys all together in one thing, there you go. Yeah. It's a nice thick book.
Yeah, you got to come on to the fossils again and show those what you just got, and then Micah will probably try to adopt you if you show that.
I heard it gets too hot in Missouri, though.
Not this weekend.
That's this weekend. It's probably nicer this time of the year than it is up here, you know. But
hey,
yeah,
is it okay if I go next? But that was time to go.
Yeah,
I only got 3.
Yeah, real quick. Ash, that is a Target printed on the book. That is not a sticker. It's okay.
It was in the tuck section.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, here's my number 3. Wolverine 41. The first it's going to be a 10-part maxi series. This Sabretooth War. This book is mid at best, maybe a little bit above mid. It's got your tired old multiverse tropes. Okay, so basically all the Sabretooths from not all of them, but many of the Sabretooths from the multiverse have decided to elect 616 Sabretooth as the leader of their Sabretooth family. And of course, they're going to go attack all the mutants, the X-Men and Wolverine and all that. And I will say this, they are pretty brutal, which I like the Sabretooth to be brutal. They eat people and stuff. I don't know how long he's been doing that, but I don't know. It's a lot of the same tired. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't say this book goes woke or anything like that, but there's one scene or one page where Wolverine's talking to Laura and he's like, Laura, I won't always be here. And then when I go, you have to not only take over for me, you have to be better than I've been. You know, and I'm so, it's just a tired old.
Excuse me. She
wow.
already is.
Yeah. Yeah. And anyway, even Laura was like, dude, you're being weird. But I don't know if I'm going to keep going with this.
Wait. Did Honey Badger then step in and be like, what the hell, bitch? I'm better than both of you guys.
Yeah. There is a big spoiler in here for any. I guess could I go ahead and say it?
Sure.
Go ahead.
So Wolverine has a son, right? His name is some
Shocking.
No, okay. Well, he has some like almost adopted son who gets shredded up to pieces by the Sabretooths in this, and that's how the book ends. Like I said, I haven't kept up with Wolverine or the X-Men or anything like that in years, so I really don't know too much what's going on, at least from the backstory standpoint. But
Is this part of the Sabretooth War?
yeah, this is the first part of the Sabretooth War.
Okay. That's why the cover threw me off.
Yeah, this is the Francis, what's his name?
Manipal?
No, not Manipal. The guy who was the artist on the Mark Waid Superman book. The Superman, not God, I can't think of it. No, not Superman Rebirth, but
was it Leonard Francis Yu or something?
Yes, thank you, Breen.
Okay.
You knew what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, and I'm going to go with Venkman on these next two. I can't believe I'm doing this because my number 2 is Transformers number 2 with the awesome wraparound cover.
Yep.
Venkman said everything needs to be said about this, and yeah, I can't believe it. My number 1 is Ultimate Spider-Man number 1.
Yeah, that was
this
terrible.
book. This is a horrible book. Completely. Well, the book was very, very wordy. We're talking like Bendis level of dialogue going on here. However, it was so well written that it didn't bother me. I enjoyed everything that was written about it. There's not a lot of action, but the characters are really, really likable, including J. Jonah Jameson. And I'm not going to give anything away. I mean, this is a different universe, so not everybody.
It was a nice. I was going to say, Jay, quickly, my comment. It was actually a nice setup to the whole entire universe of Peter's life.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I definitely recommend this, wholeheartedly. And there's Valiant Vision for one of my back issues, so there you go. And that's it for me.
For a second, it was Valiant Blurry Vision.
Yeah,
That's his glasses are for.
That's his cousin. That's his cousin.
All right, Geekeasy coming in with his top 5. If you're ready.
Yep. Ready to go. Okay. I think all of mine have been, except for one, have been shown by other people. But number 5, I agree with you, Venkman. Kind of a letdown on the ending.
It's scary when people agree with me.
Well, I have been told that I'm kind of nuts.
Not so much anymore. My boy has just grown.
Well, you do have a good influence on him there, Breen. Yeah.
Now if I can only work that with Zach.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah,
you'll start drinking before you have any good luck on getting any luck.
I just paraphrase Oliver Queen. I have failed this.
Okay, and I mean it's just sort of let me down at the end, and then excuse me, number 4, Blade. So I also agree that I was thinking, hey man, this is gonna be awesome. He's gonna sit there and try and slice up the Hulk, and then it didn't quite happen. I was just like, dude, what the hell? I prefer just let's just deal with it and say Hulk smash. But this is one where you can't use your fists, so you have to do something else, or whatever that line was. Number 3. Batman and Robin, number 5. This is the best Batman book out there right now. I know that's not saying much, but I was okay with them doing Shush. But this one, they introduce another kind of legacy character's child.
Blush?
No, it's not Hush's. It's another villain's child. Do you want me to just say?
Yeah, it's
Zaz. Zaz has a son who is going to the same school as Damien. And this one, it's kind of cool to see the two of them, Bruce and Damien together, and him interacting with the kids at school. But Bruce was in this one, he's volunteering at a pancake breakfast to raise money for the sports team, and you see all these girls, all the mothers just, oh, there's literally a line in there that said something to the line of, oh, here's a guy whose all problems I could fix, and she's talking about Bruce. It's like, dude, really? I mean, that's just, you know. And then at the end, they throw in that Zaz has a son, and it's just like, okay, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna keep going with it because it is kind of a good series, but now that they're adding to the collection of let's give the legacy characters kids thing, and just
Well, Ash contacted DC and said, "Can we have more legacy characters?"
I'd prefer to keep the legacy characters the way they were when they were legacies, you know. But you know, DC won't do that. So
yeah.
And number 2, Green Lantern. I've never really been a big Green Lantern fan, but this is a good series. I like, you know, how he's having to just deal with all the effects of him having been off Earth this whole time and having to come back and deal with his ex-fiance and deal with repairing his relationships on Earth, and also trying to find out what's going on with Sinestro and everything. He's doing who is this? Adams is doing a really good job on the story. The only thing I didn't like is DC's doing it with those. They're not making it very long. They're having a second story in the back. Is this the one, Vickman, where they had that really horrible story in the back? Where the art is
that
done
is
by
Tomasi's, and I actually went through it. The art was actually better this time around.
Yeah, but it looks like it's a 5-year-old kid doing the art, and it's
supposed to be a kid's book, I guess. I don't know, but it's some kid who thinks he's the son of Sinestro. It's going to lead into the next series called Sinister Sons.
Yeah. But see, if it's a kid's book, it's supposed to be for kids, not done by kids.
Wow, look at you! You're a kid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mentally, but yes, but you know, you'll get no argument with me on that one.
Yeah.
But number 1, and I had to get this cover because it was just so awesome. Blood Commandment number 3.
Ooh, nice.
That I was looking at the cover you got there, Vickman, but then when I saw this, I was just like, damn, gotta get it. Because this is what homage to Dracula with Blade. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And that writer, the artist, he's also the artist too as well. Something Epic was the same thing. He did movie posters.
Yeah, this has got some of the best art I've seen in a comic in a long time. The guy, and my only, you know, you were saying something about
the sheriff.
One of your comics being really wordy earlier.
Oh, that was Jay.
Okay, this one was really wordy, but it wasn't wordy in a bad sense because it didn't seem like it was really wordy.
Yeah, that's how Ultimate Spider-Man was.
You get lost in the art, especially when the sheriff's driving through the woods there.
Yeah,
talking to the deputy, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I felt like watching a movie.
Yeah, and you know, yes, there's a lot of words in it, but it goes so quickly, and you're engaged by it, and then you're just so entranced by the art that it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal that there's so much. I wish other comics could be like this. It is so good. These two books right here. I wish, you know. Dan Jordan Johnson's Transformers is better than any of the Michael Bay stuff. And to me, it's on par with the animated series. Actually, even more compelling than the animated series.
It's more polished for sure.
Yeah.
Who's Twiddles?
He is England's birth. Yeah.
He died today. He's his love party he had. Hitched a ride with him. He didn't realize Richard apparently he was taking the trash out, got in a fight with his mother-in-law. Didn't realize the Twiddles was on his shoulder. Went out to the trash out. The bird got spooked, and down came a hawk and swooped him, took him away.
Oh,
Wow, the team was like chasing after him, trying to save him, and just
Once a hawk gets him, there's no way. Yeah,
there's no way.
Yeah, that's sort of like what happens up here with eagles with those little yapper dogs up here. That
It's
actually happens.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
That's what I say. If you have small children, keep away from where eagles are.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's. Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got. I don't have any back issues. I've got my my in stock trade stuff finally shipped. They're in
All right.
in Colorado somewhere as of now.
And now, our residential black pill of the evening.
No, not today. Oh,
It's back issue Breen.
But wait. Zach is here.
What's up?
Zachariah.
Bet y'all thought I wasn't gonna wait.
Okay, gotta go.
Is this the right stream?
You know
Jay's
the-
here. You're replacing me with Jay?
he doesn't even have a mustache.
How dare you? That's right.
Oh, look, a bee-boo.
Yeah, but someone's gonna get squished by a baby piano. Which one of us is that gonna happen to?
You. I bet you.
So before we go, where we start, I just want to say, okay, I want to catch Jack up a little bit. So,
What happened?
two of us like the Ultimate Spider-Man book. Eric's going to tell us why he didn't like it.
Because
I'm gonna tell you
they're
why.
Indie Comics Brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, why you did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
I want to hear this.
Okay, my number 3, Madness number 6. I was the smart one.
I was mad. I'm still mad.
Did you not get the madness?
No, I bailed on it.
Okay.
I
why he was the
realized I
smart
didn't
one.
even notice I'd missed an issue. That's how little I realized I cared about it.
I gotcha.
So yeah, I got 2 books. Green Lantern.
Nice.
It's good, but I would like it more if he kept Hal on Earth, because I always kind of like the fish out of water, for lack of a better term, type stories, because we've had so many writers who are even better than Jeremy Adams. No disrespect to him, because I'm talking about like the Jeff Johnses and the Robert Vendittis that have done sprawling space epics with the Green Lantern Corps. So I was kind of hoping this one would stay a little bit more grounded. It's like, everybody making a big deal about Kilowog. Said, this is the first time he's died since the last time he died.
And like I said, it's a flashback, so it's not the main story's still on Earth.
No, I know that, but it's but for how long?
I don't think it'll be that long.
You're right, because I think they're going to go out in space. I think it's going to stay out in space.
I think one more issue is going to explain how he got to Earth, and then he's got
right. But they're not going to just leave this alone. They're going to set up something that's going to pull him back out into space. But that's that's Green Lantern. But I said
Hal's got great ball game.
I want to see I want to see what happens with Hal and Carol, and actually I'd like to see Tom come back, and anyway. Number 1, Ichiban, Ultimate Spider-Man, number 1.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, I said, my esteemed, sometimes collaborator, Wes, did a video on this, and he had some issues with this. And I'll say that, after watching him do this stuff for 5-6 years, his ability to dissect the book at this point is better than mine. I'd say, he's got like an Ash-like ability to dissect comics. That said, I think where he started picking this book apart, I disagree with, because this is a new universe. These are after 50 years of reading comics, I always look for different ways to present characters. One of the things I like so much about the latest Superman run is they're actually doing something different with Lex. And like I said, Superman is a 19th century train robber, is, very, it's interesting. Okay. And I said, if anybody doesn't want to know what happened in this or things that happened, turn your camera or turn your sound off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I loved the way they did Jonah, because Jonah is a legitimate nice guy. I mean, once you get past all the bluster, he's a good man. He was a good man in Spider-Man with a blind spot for Spider-Man. But every other time he was written, he was always on the right side of things. And Ben being the one that's alive, I thought was interesting. And the fact that they were, best friends
Yeah.
with mutual respect for each other, I thought that was interesting. And
he's talking about Ben Parker.
And getting into Peter's life leading up to why he wasn't Spider-Man, and then the fact that you wait till the end of the issue to get to him about to becoming Spider-Man. Wes had a problem with that. He wanted more action in the issue. Now, and he said that a lot of the talking ended up being boring. Now, I think
disagree too.
I think, well, in Wes's defense, he makes his living reviewing comic books. He reads a lot of absolute garbage. And sometimes you can read so much talky talk crap that you don't even want to see it when it's done well.
Right. It burned
and
out.
this was done excellently in this issue.
And to be fair, I mentioned this to someone on Twitter today, but Jonathan Hickman, he doesn't always start off with a bang. Sometimes he has to lay a foundation.
Yeah. And the other thing,
but he does it well though.
This is not, at least as far as I know, a mini-series.
Right,
so there's time to develop.
Exactly.
I was perfectly okay with the pacing and the way they unfolded the story.
Yeah. I like how they showed how all this, because he was a Spider-Man, so everything's different, things that happened that he could have prevented, especially Kingpin.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's like, Robbie, may not be the great guy that he is in, our universe, or he's just going along to get along. And I look forward to his character development. The art.
What did he say?
Phenomenal.
He was 2 months away from his pension.
2 years.
2 years. Okay. Yeah.
He didn't want to make waves.
Yeah, and Marco Cicchetto, I've always thought was a good artist, a really good artist.
Really good.
This art was great. Now I know some of you guys will say there's been all kinds of great art, and maybe there have, but I haven't read much. Actually, I realized I read books that he drew 13, 14 years ago and didn't realize it. Because he'd actually been around like 2010.
He's most recent before this was during the Daredevil, the first run with Zdarsky, and then Spider-Man showed up. Yeah. And I was like, dang, get this guy in a Spider-Man book. Who cares about John Romita Jr. and Mark Bagley?
So this was, I expected this to be, I was hoping it would be decent, but I wasn't expecting it to be
neither was
something that I'm already looking forward to the next issue.
Same here.
I have friends that don't read comic books as much as I do, and they were messaging me today asking if this was Peter married to MJ. Like, dude, I want to read this. So I actually have to go to the comic shop again tomorrow to pick up an issue for
my only thing is that because we saw what happened to X-Men. Is he gonna abandon the book? Is he gonna decide he's gonna be done with Marvel, or are they gonna kick him off the book or whatever? Or how long before Marvel decides, you know what, you're outselling our Zeb Well books?
Does the RDV stand for Rain Cloud now? Because we have a good thing. Why are you being negative?
No, because I've been burned.
I agree with him. The problem is it's not going to matter because I think this will be the #1 book this month, but who knows? We'll ever know for sure.
True.
And I don't know. I mean, in a sane world, that would make them go, "Oh, maybe we should give the people what they want." In this world, they might punish they might cancel it out of spite because that's what the entire Zeb Wells series has been done in spite. To spite.
I was wondering about that myself. If this thing ends up becoming just a phenomenal success for them, and they're like, no, we can't have that.
Because what do they say? Editorial or so they made some excuse that they want to write. I think what they came out and actually said they want to do something different. Him being Spider-Man, he was married for 20 years. We're done with it. Now we're moving on. It's like,
You guys are really making me want to go out and pick up this book. I saw it and I was like, I don't know.
You didn't get it?
I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man was my first guy. First comic books. Bought that stuff. I read through One More Day. I tried to get through Dan Slott stuff. It wasn't until Nick Spencer came back and retcon Original Sins where I actually had some faith. But then they kicked me in the nuts. Not as bad as a Reacher. I didn't get my nuts in my mouth. The one guy.
I was reading back in the day where they had like the last hunt with Craven and all that. I remember
Zach
that.
just got it.
There's a new Reacher today. Dang it! I got so sunk into Yellowstone. I forgot it was Reacher Day.
And also Ted, the new Ted series as well.
No one cares about Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso?
It's Ted.
No, Ted the talking teddy bear.
Oh,
Mark
that
Wahlberg.
one. Yeah,
Ted
that was fun.
That's
all right. So the other thing I got.
Ted Lasso.
The other thing I got was the Doctor Strange Epic Collection.
Oh, I saw that.
Which covers the issues starting after Steve Ditko left. So it's Strange Tales 147 through 168. Then when Marvel got to publish more books, and when Submariner, Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, etc. got their own titles, he got his own title, and it continued the Strange Tales numbering. It has 169 through 178 because 179 was a reprint from Spider-Man Annual 2 and an issue of the Avengers. Now, Jay was talking before, said it is wordy, he said.
Yeah, it's not wordy.
You want wordy, my friend?
Yeah, I was looking at
I'll give you wordy.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's so many words. Oh my gosh.
Wait,
it's like
so
Bendis porn or something.
So hold on. Now we know why Dalton talks nonstop.
Because that's what he's used to.
Ultimate Spider-Man 1 was wordy.
This is from the Nuff Said month compared to that first page I showed you.
Oh my gosh, it's 3Ks.
But this is
what? I'm just pointing out it's a crack with 3Ks.
I've heard good things about those Epic collections. What's your take on them, Breen?
I love them. I mean, they're remastered, which I know some people have a problem with. At my age, yeah, my eyes are as old as me, so I will take.
I hope so.
But I said, here's nice colon art here. It's just I said I love it. The problem is now this does have a lot. I mean, it's close to 500. It is 500 pages actually.
Sure.
Or no, close to. But they're $50 now.
Ooh.
But still, considering my rule of thumb on Epic collections are, if you can get the issues that it covers for less than the Epic collection,
sure,
just get the regular issues. This would be hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in good condition to get these books. So 50 is not so bad considering you get 20 issues of Strange Tales, which were basically 10 issues, 10 more issues of Doctor Strange and an Avengers. So it's basically 21, 22 full comics for $50, and they're all published in the 60s.
Speaking of that, Jay didn't show off his Batman Beyond book he got.
Oh, you want to see it? Hang on.
Yeah, did you get the foil cover or normal cover? They reprinted Batman Beyond the first comic book appearance, the first series.
Yeah, I got the normal cover.
I almost got it.
I'm done, so you can.
Yeah, I almost picked it up, but then I saw. Wait, let me check to see if it's coming out. So they're releasing the Batman Beyond first volume 1 and volume 2, which has never been collected for volume 2, into a compendium in March. So I put it back. I was like, I'll get the compendium.
There she is.
I love the art on that.
Yeah, and it's done on basically newsprint, so it's almost a complete 100%.
It's 1998, probably the same year Pixel was born.
Oh, check this out! Well, I got it here. Little Robert Venditti signage action on Superman.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. He signed everything for me. He seems to be a pretty good dude. So
Venditti is pretty cool.
And Venditti's not shitty.
Yes, Venditti is not shitty.
That's Valerio Skidey.
Valerio.
Yeah.
But since we've been waiting everything here, we've been waiting an hour just for Zach to show off his books. Let's go to Zach for his 3 books.
4 books, mister.
You broke your budget.
No, I actually came in under budget. I had $3 to spare. Actually, speaking of Vendetti, number 1 was Wesley Dodds, or number 4, I mean. Wesley Dodds' Sandman, which is also issue number 4. This is the issue Riley Rossmo proves why they were the artist picked for this story. They show Wesley Dodds under the influence of his own sleeping gas, and that's
awesome.
That was trippy and really cool, actually, to see.
I regret not picking this up.
This has been a really good so far, like a 1930s whodunit kind of story. I've been loving this.
That's why Absolutely. I said if you're gonna have Riley Rossmo working on Harley Quinn, it should be from her point of view, and that's why everything looks so weird.
Yeah, beanheads and stuff.
Like they open up with him. I'll give you a little preview. They open up with him. This is like him under like his own sleeping. It's like two page spreads like this.
Imagine that was a pop-up book.
Man, that is more than just sleeping cats.
Oh, actually, there's 3. There's 3, because then he gets like some prophetic visions too, like there's him joining the JSA.
I like Riley's art for the first time ever.
I know, is that right?
Wow,
it's really cool. It's really cool. Then he wakes up and it kind of goes back to normal. There's still some cool stuff though. He finds the murderer that he's been chasing, or the thief he's been chasing. So it's really cool. Next up is Green Lantern number 7. You know, I gotta say, I was reading through this. This read a lot like, speaking of Vendetti, it read a lot like one of the Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps stories, or the Green Lantern Corps that Tomasi wrote. It read a lot like those older Green Lantern stories, which is a good thing. No, I can't do the art.
I read it.
Yeah.
And I actually, it's because I remember I read it because it's the last part, and then it's going on to the book.
Yeah, he gets his own, the Sinister Sons, right?
So, yeah. So, my question is Adam finally going to have his own freaking book, or are they just going to fill up those back pages with ads?
No, I'm sure. I think he's got a lot of stuff planned. Like, when there's, like, his story in here, where, like, they're showing, like, hey, here's all the Human Lanterns, and they've all got their own, like, I told him on Twitter, it's like, dude, I need follow-up on what's going on with Guy Gardner, please.
Oh, I love that scene. I love that scene so much.
I need some follow-up on that, because that was cool. I also like how,
F you, man.
I also like how they managed to fit a Star Wars line in there. They did the whole "I've got a bad feeling about this." I love that.
Guy, he's like they're signing him. He's like, I don't want to split up, but you get Lobo. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Do you think I'm going to listen to you guys? Go find Logo. Peace. Lobo. Anyway, I have a tie for number 1, guys. I cannot pick my number 1 favorite book of the week, so I have both. I have both Transformers number 4.
Oh, come on, you got it.
And then I got the J. Scott Campbell variant.
1A and 1B.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jay. 1A and 1B.
So wait, so if that one's 1A, it's technically better than the other one, so that'd be your number 1 then.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
0.5 and 0.5.
Does anybody want to go watch a Tim Pool video now?
I know, right?
God, no. What?
Civil War.
First of all, this was great. Man, Starscream just becomes an even more evil son of a gun every time I read one of these issues.
Poor Skywarp.
Yeah, he's brutal.
Poor Skywarp. Hey, what's up, Impy?
It wasn't just Skywarp.
Yeah. Zach's voice?
Yes, you do hear my voice. Also, Jazz. Sorry if this is spoilers for anybody that hasn't read this.
It's okay though.
Sorry, I pulled an RDV. Yeah, that part was cool. Cliff Jumper was cool.
Hey, at least Optimus getting Megatron's arm. Oh, whoops.
What happened? No. That final page, though, I gotta say, I wasn't expecting that quite so soon, but okay, I'm for it.
They need him. The Decepticons desperately.
You know, it's very rare whenever Celeste actually has her volume on. They hear us.
That's true.
About her.
Did y'all talk about? I think Jay, was it you put that posted in the chat about the new artists that they have for this?
Yeah.
Issue 7.
Breen, what's his
number
name
7?
Again?
Jorge something.
Corona.
It's not Jorge Jimenez. I know that.
No.
Corona. Yeah. I think
Corona.
Daniel is still staying on as the writer, though.
Yeah, Daniel.
Correct. Yeah, Daniel's still staying on as the writer.
Like I said, I think it's Daniel actually choosing something he likes, the art. So, I mean, he's not going to give us. I don't think we're getting a bad artist.
I think this is also, upon thinking about it, it makes sense because if you're doing both the writing and the artwork, like that's got to be an insane amount of pressure for an ongoing series. So, I think he's really happy.
Yeah, John Byrne used to do 2 a month.
John Byrne was a better breed of comic creator.
I was just about to say that, but thought again.
Now, okay, but why is Sunscreen becoming such a bad person on this?
Starscream.
That's
Starscream. He's pretty much an organ harvester now. Like he harvests his own people's organs, parts and organs.
People, they're robots.
I don't see the problem with that. Really,
Starscream.
So I'm not supposed to root for Scream Queens anymore.
No,
Breen, is that his name?
No Scream Queens.
Breen,
no.
yeah.
And then
Jazz character, does he have an apprentice named Hands?
Hold on. What
Wait,
do you say, Geekeasy?
You said there was a guy named Jazz, right? Does he have an apprentice named Hands?
No. Oh my
he
gosh.
was voiced by the
Are you ready?
Batman
Are you
brother.
asking because you don't know who the character is, or you just?
I don't. I think he's just
Exactly,
trying to make. I think he's trying to make a joke.
Well,
I don't know who the character is, and I was making a joke.
It's the same tone my dad uses when my dad tries to make a joke, and it just makes me just like.
All right, Jay, what do you say now? You're gonna say something?
Well, maybe if Jazz was once voiced by the late great Scatman Carruthers.
Yep.
Oh.
On the G1 cartoon, yeah.
He was also what was it? I can't remember his name. He was the garbage man on Chico and the Man.
Yeah, he's on a lot of things.
Yeah. But yes, this was incredible. Maybe kind of wordy, but I kind of expected that going into it because it is a Hickman book. I think Hickman does do a really good job.
Too, Zach.
That one was $30 at my shop.
Really?
I said, no, thank you. This was normal price. This wasn't insane.
This was normal price.
No, not for me. It wasn't. That one was $30.
Wow.
But yeah, this was really great. I like how it feels familiar and also different because I like the differences. I like you were talking about Jameson, him being different. I like the switch with Aunt May and Uncle Ben. The opposites there. I liked. Venkman, you read this. Did you catch at the? It took me a minute because I had to go back after I read the ending.
Which part are you talking about? There's quite a few.
Where May is playing with the little sphere thing, and it turns out that's the spider suit. I was
that's not a toy.
That's not that was a nice little bit, dude. If that's some foreshadowing, that's some epic.
So the best thing I liked about this is the way MJ and he's like, he talked to Ben. He's like, there's something I want to do different in life. Ben Gates, I basically told him, quit stalling, do it.
Yeah.
And I loved and he talked to MJ about it, and she's like, oh, that thing. Well, she said, I trust you, and like, let's go for it. I have your back.
I like the bit where Peter was talking about how he felt like there'd been an emptiness kind of in his life. Like, because if you read Ultimate Invasion, he's about to get bitten by the spider, and then Maker stops him. Yeah. So I like how he feels like there's a higher purpose or almost like there's a higher calling to his life that he hasn't been fulfilling. I really like that.
He's still a blogger though.
He still works for the Daily Planet, although not Daily Planet, Daily Bugle.
Daily Bugle.
He's a reporter though.
He's a reporter. Yeah. He's not a photographer. Although I'm kind of also curious. I like the whole thing with the Daily Bugle. Like
I saw what Breen did.
Yeah.
No one else.
I like how the first thing he says in it, Parker, and I hear Pixel's voice now every time I see that.
And I gotta say, usually I roll my eye. I'm like, oh, Uncle Ben's there, but it made sense because Uncle Ben didn't get mugged because Peter wasn't Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
So he never took him to the place we go wrestling.
Yeah,
that's why Ben's alive. And I said
there's
Ash.
That wouldn't have changed if they were doing it just like the butterfly effect. The burglar still could have broken into the house.
Well,
but I don't think they're going for exact because
I don't think they're going.
Aunt May, remember, May was killed in a terror attack, not by the burglar.
Right.
So in like I said in the if they're going after that was it the Tobey Maguire story?
Tobey Maguire movie he was Spider-Man. He went to a wrestling thing, and then Uncle Ben was carjacked picking them up from the library.
Real quick. So in this Ultimate Spider-Man, Iron Man is actually Tony Stark Jr. Correct?
Yeah,
True.
No, not Junior. Oh, it's Tony Stark.
Just Tony Stark. His
dad
dad was Iron Man.
Was Iron Man.
Right.
Oh, Howard Stark was.
Howard was Iron Man. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, there's a couple things that I pray don't happen in this series.
Ultimate Invasion.
I hope him becoming Spider-Man doesn't sabotage the marriage.
Don't worry, it's not Cy Spurrier.
And yeah, really. And I don't want Ben knocked off in like issue 3. I don't want his death to be a catalyst for. They don't need that.
Yeah.
I'd actually see him to kind of like take a Paul Kent from post-crisis Superman. That would be really cool. Yeah.
Like I said, they've got a chance to do something really different. Now, 20 years ago, they did this where Bendis made Uncle Ben a ponytailed pot-growing hippie.
I remember that.
I'm glad that Hickman didn't go down any roads like that.
You bring up a good point, though, because I thought about that. It's what's happened, because remember, he was supposed to be Spider-Man, so once he finally gets powers, does that start setting everything back into normal? Things are supposed to happen, like Final Destination? Things are supposed to happen are going to happen now?
Well, and who does Green Goblin? Is it Norman Osborn?
No, I think it's Harry. I think it's
Harry.
Wes thinks it's JJJ.
No.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
If you look at Jonah, he's jacked.
Yes.
In this.
Yeah.
So
that would be quite
it's got to be Harry.
No, Harry's father and little Normie were killed. I think it was that.
Yeah, but I was wondering if he didn't really die. And
could be that could be the case too. I didn't see his body go on the ground.
Just don't care for the Iron Man armor type thing. I was like, why can't this be the normal costume like that or something else, And then also, is this going to be a symbiote or a symbiote like? He's got the black. It looks like a black costume.
Well,
could be lighting.
To be fair, we don't really know what the uniform or the costume looks like. They
didn't really show it. Yeah,
and I do have a point. You guys were saying that Robbie was a little different in this one. The assistant.
Yeah.
Could it be him?
No.
Robbie's like 2 years away from retirement, which would put him, early.
Yeah, in his 60s. Well, then, but Jonah's kind of also an older guy, also. Right. So
if this was Gary Duggan, it ended up being Aunt May.
It's good, MK. It's good. It's real darn good.
Yeah.
Happy lurking, Embryo.
Yeah. All right. So now, on top of that, I also got back issues. My LCS had a $1 back issue sale over the weekend. So I found one thing for me, and then I found some stuff that I'm going to be sending E for his auctions. I found the one issue of Action Comic I've been looking all over creation for, and I only paid $1 for it. But it is the issue where the Creature Commandos
that was a big win there.
Make their way back. Yeah, that I saw that, and I was like, I'm picking it up. So yeah, I'm really, really glad I got that one, because man, I've been looking for that one for a while. I got 2 trades. I'm going to show the trades first. I got JLA, Divided We Fall, Mark Waid, Brian Hitch. This is Brian Hitch art. This is actually really good Brian Hitch art. His early stuff, I really like it a lot. And this is Wally West, Flash, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm. It's a really good one.
Good stuff. And then Breen's gonna be proud of me. I got Crisis on Multiple Earths. This is volume 2.
Nice.
Collecting a bunch of Justice League and JSA crossovers and team ups.
I am proud of you, son.
Thanks, Pa.
I have a couple of those issues.
And anybody gonna get the movies?
The Crisis on Infinite Earths, the new one?
Oh yeah.
The animated one that's coming out at the end of the month. I'm thinking about
I don't know. I don't dig this new animation style that they all have.
It's
really weird.
Not Reacher. God, what is it? That looks like the cartoon. I told you, Zach, who it looked like. And you're like, that's who. Well, I can't think of.
Oh, Archer.
Archer. Yeah, I want to keep
Archer.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the thick line.
As soon as you said that, it clicked. I was like, that's what it reminds me of.
Like, why did they go that route? But anyway,
I don't.
It works for Archer. Don't get me wrong. It works for that. But yeah. Ooh.
I did find a Huntress #1. This was also in the dollar bins.
I picked it up a while back. Very fun book.
Yep, Huntress #1. This is a lot of cheesecake, by the way. I figured.
Let me
I don't know.
ask you got a nice run, Huntress. Oh.
I got Vampirella and She.
Warren
Warren
Ellis, we gotta cancel you now.
Yeah. All right. They're not going to be me.
Oh,
I mean,
forgot.
I'm not holding
I
on to
picked up
these.
a Manhunter #1 today in the dollar bins. By the way, Manhunter from the '90s.
I got an
Nice.
Airboy.
That's cool.
I know RDV's an
I just
Airboy
asked
fan.
Chuck Dixon and has asked Chuck Dixon when the next Airboy's coming out.
Airboy and Mr. Monster. It's like a crossover.
Oh no!
Now, are you planning on reading those?
No, these are going to E for auction.
That's not what I asked.
No, I mean,
Read them
if I find
first,
a collection,
I mean, that's-
wow, right there. You should be reading that cheesecake right there.
this one right here.
Yeah, Airboys, anything Airboy from Eclipse in that era are fun reads.
Awesome.
I was about to say, I know they always do well, and then I found some Liberty
Frank
Medicine
Cho.
Frank Cho. Yeah, they have like the little comics too on the back, little comic strips. So I found that. And then
Wait, I heard we're
one
supposed
more.
to complain about girls having boobs now on Twitter. Apparently,
again,
yeah,
aren't we over that, folks?
because one of the
Aren't we
conservative
over
girl
that?
was baking a cake and they're complaining that her boobs were in the.
Oh, that was
Girls are not
the
supposed to
dumbest
have-
controversy I've
They're
ever
supposed to
heard in
have
my
boobs.
life. It was a slow news day that day. It must have been.
What?
God,
I
that
did-
was so dumb.
I guess that
that
when
and the calendar thing. There was like a whole thing about a conservative woman calendar. Oh, they're in swimsuits.
That's all. That's
I don't
They
know.
could be
That's
My
all
only-
that-
whatever.
People
My
complaining
big-
were other conservative women.
My biggest complaint was Melanie Mack. Now she changed her hair color. The red.
The red. Hey, do what you want. Your head.
It's not-
I just
you
the
look-
red
you look-
doesn't.
Well, if you start making jokes, she's gonna be Ronald McDonald.
It's a very bright red. I will say that. It's not.
It's like-
It's not what I would have done.
Oh,
But
yeah.
anyway, that is that all I have? I think that's all I have.
RDV, do you need to say hello to somebody?
Oh gosh.
Have I done it yet on this channel this year? I don't know, but let me make myself full screen here for him.
Have you even done it for this year?
I don't know. And as always, I just want to say a little shout out to my little friend here. How's it going, little Ray guy? Or should I say like Reed? How's it going, little Ray guy?
Say like who?
Reed Richards.
Oh.
Bakora, how's it going, little Ray guy?
By the way, which role are you abdicating tomorrow? Because your two big ones are in the same book.
Which ones are that?
It's Spider-Man, Reed
Uh-huh.
Richards, and the Mole Man is the villain. One of
is
the
it
villains.
the Marvel team up?
Yeah, it's the Basilisk, and yeah, the Mole Man team up.
I don't know. Is Zach joining us? Probably not. He's too busy
Probably
with his
not.
girlfriend.
Yeah, she had car trouble, so I'm driving around while her car's in the shop.
That was her plan.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan.
To make you
Count
drive
on-
her everywhere. She doesn't spend any money on gas.
To count on me being a gentleman, yeah, that's always a good
Did
plan.
her car break down or did she sabotage her own vehicle?
Nah, she would
Dun, dun,
do
dun.
that. She can't afford a new one, so
Ah.
if she broke it, she'd have to.
She is the best.
Is your new girlfriend by the name of Melanie Mack?
No,
Negative.
no.
Negative.
Uh,
I think she's a Steelers fan.
There you go.
Wait,
No.
Britt Baker?
No.
I thought she's a.
Wait, what?
Never mind. You wouldn't get.
Guys, she's just way
Yeah,
over
you-
here.
You're into sports entertainment. I'm in the people who are wrestlers.
Go Steelers.
Yeah, I don't know anything about wrestlers except for the ones that go on to become actors. Then I know about them.
Kevin
Dwayne
Nash,
Johnson.
my
I don't
favorite.
know who that is.
Zach, your girlfriend's in the same company.
All right.
Geekeasy and LK.
I'll give you an example who Kevin Nash is. Have you watched the Thomas Jane Punisher?
It's been a very long time.
The guy
But
who played
yes.
the Russian is Kevin Nash.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Have you seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2? He played
No.
Super Shredder.
No.
Yes. I forgot about that. I was like,
Yeah.
He was
The first John
also
Wick movie.
he was
Played
also
Francis. In the
a
second
backup
one.
center for
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah, college basketball. He was actually going to go pro until I think he hurt his knee or blew out his quad.
it's like
The
something.
first
It's like,
time.
what are you, Michael Cole? You know, he's got a little knee injury.
Well, he was actually he went out to center court to do the opening tap, and then for some reason he just fell to the ground. Weird.
At least
I'm sorry.
both out like
Kevin
Vince.
Nash quad jokes never get old, ever. I don't care.
All right. Speaking of quads, did you watch Dynamite? See the suplex, the girls' match?
No.
Oh, yeah. They had five. It was a 4 versus 4. It was a tribute to Brody Lee. The whole match was at Daly's place.
Oh, that's
Really
cool.
cool. Gave Anna Jay the win. That was really cool. She's now the new baby face now in the company.
Well, yeah. Well, now they got to turn Britt heel again. And
hold up, guys! I forgot. I did have a few more back issues. I forgot. I put these somewhere.
Well, so did
we're
I.
talking
They don't
about
see me
wrestling. Let's get
showing
back to
off.
comedy.
No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot about them. I had them set off to the side somewhere, and it wasn't.
Nobody wanted to talk about my
Alright.
Manhunter
It wasn't
number
Action
one.
Comics, and it wasn't
Damn.
Cheesecake, so I just forgot.
We can
Sorry.
we can all just leave now. Leave us off.
Okay. I'm collecting all of these different comics ones. So this one's Star
that's
Spangled
what it is.
Comics.
Very cool. Yeah.
Also by the great one, Jeff Johns.
Oh yeah.
So I got that. This one for all you '90s kids out there, like me. I got an issue of Nova
Whoa,
Oh,
what happened to
Nova.
Nova? He's got
with Spider-Man. No, he's got a ponytail though. This is
Am
what
I
they
the
gave
only one
Nova
that
the
gets him
ponytail.
and Nexus constantly mixed up, or is that just me?
Which
He's
one's
got
Nexus?
boobs,
that's
so
just you.
that's not pecs. Those are boobs,
Yeah, that might-
bro.
Nexus was
Nah.
created by Mike Barron, but they
Look at
they,
the-
they
the-
have
Oh, that Nexus. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nexus was a humorless killer of political criminals and whatnot, and Nova's just kind of like a happy-go-lucky kid that got thrust into a.
I'm talking about the way they look in their names.
Wait, Nexus was Punisher?
He kind of was in a way, yeah.
Didn't every
And-
time he saved somebody else had to die or something? I don't know. Yeah.
What
I
Zach.
would recommend you reading that, Jay. I think you would like it.
And
This-
one
this
more
one-
from Zach.
And this one was also $1, which kind of surprises me looking at how good it looks. Fantastic Four number 218.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Featuring
Where
Spider-Man, my boy.
Spider-Man is a member of the Frightful Four in this one.
Because he's under the thrall of the wizard.
Makes sense.
Although it does have that ugly Sandman costume. That Jack Nicholson Sandman.
the reason
Or
he's
Jack
on,
Kirby Sandman.
no, the reason that he's in there fighting with the wizard because he likes Sandman's costume.
Reed Richards really likes the Wizard. I mean, look at that hug action he's getting.
Look at
This is
Sue. She's
super-
got a form now.
Yeah, look at that. I bet she's got a badonky donk behind her.
Well, I still love her. Her
She's not
bad
wearing a
guy's
sports
outfit.
bra. Well, she's
Now
not
it's-
wearing her sports bra today. That's why.
Anyway, yeah, I was like, I knew I had more books than just those. So,
Yeah,
Now
that
I'm done.
Nova that you showed,
yeah.
that series wasn't all that good.
No.
There's a 7-issue series that came out in the early 2000s that Joe Bennett did the art on. That
Oh.
actually, at least it's pretty. I think
I'm-
Eric Larson ended up doing some of the
Yeah.
art, like Chris Merriman and then Eric Larson on that.
I-
think.
I
So,
picked this up because I've been going through New Warriors, and I'm kind of the issues I need now. They're more of this like '90s era New Warriors, so I'm like, oh yeah, these kind of the style of it is growing on me. The '90s style. I'm
But
really
I'll say
digging it.
the original series is fantastic. I can't believe none of them will sell on E's auction.
That's bonkers to me.
Now, speaking of the New Warriors, I want the latest incarnation of the New Warriors to come out, man. That would
No.
have been awesome.
No,
That'd be so awesome, man.
man,
Mhm.
there are things that you should not speak
Oh no,
into
I
existence.
want
Trail
that.
Breaker.
I want that.
All right,
bad.
so
Our
Can I go
Blazer.
So, since for Zach's benefit, I'll go through my back issues again and show them off because this is how you get in good gracious, with E or not E, but Eric.
I'm already in Eric's good graces.
I don't know.
He hasn't
about
thrown apples at me one time tonight.
that. You know what, Zach, and this is how you. This is how you be a good son. Get these nice
For who,
books.
Maranya?
Oh, she'd love that.
Now, let's not forget. I've been reading Iron Man as long as she has. She's just more passionate about it than I am.
That's true. That's true. Good point.
And the mighty Thor. I just love how clean that is.
It's very clean. It's like
Can you guess how
somebody
much
took a
I paid for
Lysol.
this?
I'm gonna say $10.
Higher.
$20.
No, blower.
15.
15. Jinx.
14.
Oh, not bad.
That isn't bad.
Yeah.
The
Not too shabby.
Iron Man was $5.
Jinx.
That's not bad.
Mail me your Action comic that you just bought for $1.
No. Nope. Been that one for too long.
Zach, do you have this?
No, I don't have any of the old Legion books. I don't have that many. Well, Superboy, Legion. I don't. No, none of them. Superboy, Legion of Superheroes. Pick one. My Superboy wears a black T-shirt and blue jeans, and goes by the name of Connor Kent.
That's mine too, but I'm not fighting on that hill anymore.
Well, that's actually the real deal Superboy. The one you're talking about is a clone.
My Superboy is transitioning.
Why did Wilma steal Betty Rubble's dress?
Super Mags boy.
Didn't you hear? Didn't they? Someone actually talk about him doing that?
Mags,
Superboy
yeah.
transition?
It's
I don't think it's out of the realm.
Yeah,
of
no,
possibility.
that's right. She pitched it. She pitched it to him.
She pitched it, and they said, "Nah."
Oh, I know. They said no originally, but they might decide to own the Chuds again, and
Somebody uploaded that video of
and given fire not when Ma Kent day drinking at a drag show is not the most offensive thing in a single miniseries. Mags might get her wish. His wish.
If they do it, I just hope they make him look really stupid, like give him the pigtails, like the Charsky weirdos have, or that what was that character Jim Carrey used to play on?
Why can't you just put the? No, it's like Animaniacs. When you put the security guard, just put him in a dress with the 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. Hear me roar. Yeah.
Sylvester looks like he just had a lot of bad weed. He looks
Yeah, he does.
That's all it is.
Good weed.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
I
was going to say why, but it would be in poor taste today.
Yes. But no, he's getting some bacon later.
You know, Bugs has a thing for Petunia.
He does.
He lives like that.
Babs wasn't around at the time. So
Bugs is a cross-dresser anyway.
Wait, can you bring up back that Looney Tunes real quick? Was Tweety Bird on there? Maybe.
Oh,
no,
no, your camera on it.
That's why I said it would be in poor taste today.
They had the chicken hawk, but no Tweety Bird.
Yeah. There is no Tweety Bird.
Never mind.
Somehow that chicken hawk is like full size though. And Elmer Fudd looks.
Oh my gosh! There's 2 pigs.
He looks like Mr. Mixon. Oh my gosh! There are 2 pigs.
Is that Porky Jr.?
I thought it was Donald. He's wearing Donald Duck's outfit though. He's got like the sailor hat and everything.
No, but like I said, I had fun with this. Like I said, this is Archie. So if I ever need to read some girls fighting over a guy, because normally you don't get that. But in one of these issues here, they decide to basically some new guy named Jason. They both decide to fight over this guy named Jason.
Well, Jason is Cheryl's brother, I think.
Oh, okay. I saw it. That might make sense because the first issue.
Yeah, I know you're probably confused because if you watch Riverdale, this Cheryl Blossom is straight.
I stopped watching Riverdale before she went that way. But
God, I hate CW.
I thought Riverdale was a wonderful train wreck.
That's Cheryl Blossom, the redhead.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares about Betty Veronica? Wow.
Hey, speaking of train wrecks, did you ever watch that Gotham Knights?
No, there are good train wrecks, and then there's Batwoman train wrecks.
This was even worse than Batwoman. This had to move up a few levels to get to be a dumpster fire.
Wow. Okay, so there's some older stories tucked in there too. Cool.
Yep. Throughout the years, that's from 1963. So some really cool stuff in here. I mean,
yeah. Somebody pointed out. It might have been on the Fossil Show or Metarog's thing Tuesday night. Archie had a brief resurgence of being halfway decent in the 90s. but it's I said they're the stuff they're doing now that they do in that style is just literally grooming / indoctrination.
Yeah.
All right. So they have it's basically Love Showdown Part 1, which is from 1994, then Part 2, same year. Then you have actually all 4 parts are from 1994. Love and War, which was 1994. She's Back, 2004. 2004, and then we got 1963, 2005, and 2008. So, Archie and Friends, Betty and Veronica Spectacular, then Betty and Veronica Double Digest. So you get a nice, decent story here earlier. So, and this is before everybody went trans.
Yeah.
So, Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd.
I'm guessing Undead might speak into his. Yeah, you might be using talk text.
Maybe.
Look at RVD making like a fossil. I'm 2 years of the 40. I'm almost a fossil. All together.
By the time you reach fossil age, shoot, everybody but Mike will be past retirement age.
I was thinking the other day, I was like, when I get to your guys' age in 20 years, I'll be running the Fossil channel.
Hey, Breen, I'll be 48 in May. How close am I?
To what?
I'll be 48 in May. How close am I to Fossil?
2
Hey,
years
Bueller.
and 4 months.
Oh, great. I'm close.
What's up? Comics Bueller popping up. I think it's the first I've seen you pop up on this.
Wow.
Chat.
I've never. Wow. I watch his show, his thing all the time.
Hope you're doing well, man.
Bueller.
I confess that I haven't watched the channel well. But when I did watch, I watched your Sunday morning coffee shows.
I hope your father's doing all right.
Yeah.
His father had a little bit of an issue, but
if you guys haven't already subscribed to Comics with Bueller, go do so. Just entertaining all around. Nice guy too.
Right now, leave this stream. Go.
Oh, you still can.
Hey,
well, there's
okay, I'm leaving.
Do it now.
Yeah, take Zach with you.
Wait a
I heard that
second.
Zach. You heard that Zach's got. Where did you say you moved to Argentina?
I said I might move to Argentina one day, but you'll never know. I won't say anything.
along with his other compatriots.
Heck yeah.
I'll know. I'll pack your bags. It's like saying a cute kid in Abu Dhabi. Get out of here.
Me and Bueller are roughly the same age. You're dang right, man. Life is just beginning.
Didn't all your friends go to Argentina there, Zach?
He didn't get your New Year's resolution. I don't think, RDB.
I know. I'm being nice to Zach.
I know.
It's gonna weird him out because I'm just gonna be.
I
Nice
am weirded out. I'm very weirded out.
Zach's gonna be the mean one now.
It's like I'm in, dude. I might. This might be the year. This might be the year. Salty Zach. I don't know. I was salty for a little bit a few years ago.
He's got the pink shirt out. He's ready to go evil, Ken.
Dude, this is
I don't know.
evil kid. I'm gonna come back with bleached hair.
He's about.
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
blissful in love.
Bueller's saying he's 49 years old. Life is just beginning, and that is okay. And thank you for asking.
I'll be turning the speed limit here in a couple of months.
What's the speed limit up there?
Well, I mean, there used to be the national one.
You can't drive it.
70. Oh, 55. 55.
Yes.
I knew that. I knew that one.
I can't drive.
It's a really bad thing to be playing really loud when you're pulling outside of the police station and there's a cop sitting right next to you. You've got that song playing really loud. The cop kind of gives you a look and he just kind of waves as you're pulling out going, this isn't good.
I think it's different when you run out of snowmobile because you're up in that area.
Yeah, but this was in town. I mean,
okay, town. Well, depending on what snow, you might still drive your snowmobile in town.
I mean, once you hit the freeway, man, people, one going north or south, you're doing 70, 80, 90 once you get out of town, and no one gives it. Cops are doing it too.
Stop flaunting how much younger you are than Eric. I did not make the resolution to be nice to Eric. I can only
true.
do one at a time. Next
You can only focus all of your positivity on one person.
Okay,
Jackson, isn't it time for pudding and night?
It's getting close to.
I
night.
can't make fun of him anymore because he sounds like Powers Booth when he's on the microphone. You
Well,
want to hear
he's older than Powers Booth.
Well, yeah, Powers Booth died.
Powers Booth is dead.
No, but go check out the New Year's stream. He jumped on, and I was just shocked. Like, this guy's got a much more charming voice than Rob does in the Extreme Movie Show. I was just like, when I have to have
a charming voice.
Rob has a radio voice.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he actually said he almost went into radio, but he just, his brother was in it. He almost got into it, but he decided not to.
As long as someone didn't tell him he had a face for radio.
Well, I was just gonna say I've been told that I have a radio face.
I've been told that too.
Jackson says he's been told he has a face for radio, and I told him he has a voice for radio silence.
Man, this chat's getting cold here. So
I know.
No, we're going by the military way of doing things. If you bust your chops, that means they like you. If they don't,
thank you for saying chops and not the other one.
Sure, that's what my mom said about girls that like you in the first grade. Oh yeah, they make fun of
wow,
you.
I had no idea how much I must like Jackson.
You want to know how a girl likes you? She's not taking a crowbar to your or baseball bat to your car, or she hasn't found out yet. I used to make announcements and phone system matches. Oh, cool. So if you guys listen to Austin Powers when the guys counting down the timer, 5, 4, that's Jackson Roy Kirk. When the bomb's getting ready to go, and he used to sit there. No.
Remember when you used to be able to call someone to tell you the exact time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they tell you get a watch.
What was it? 411? I think it was.
No, I thought that was just the fine info.
844-1234.
Because we used to have one that from one of our local department stores that's long gone, but they would.
Well, they're still around, Breen, but you have to sit like 2 minutes of advertisement before they get to the time and temperature.
And by the time they tell you, you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
So Breen was talking about back in prehistoric times, they had to yell across and ask what time it is, and the other guy's like, dinosaur.
Yeah. See, Breen and I remember days when you actually had to come home and there'd be a phone that was jacked up on the wall, connected to a little,
hello
thing, and then there'd be a answering machine. People couldn't get a hold of you and stuff. I loved that. Man, looking back on it.
Buddy Harrelson. Someone else, just another actor, just recently passed away.
No, he's not an actor. He was a little shortstop for the Mets. And in the 72 playoffs, he got into a quick fist fight with Pete Rose.
I think there was another celebrity that's recently died in the first week of January. I can't remember what his name was. I can't remember the name, but I look it up. Probably I'll remember later. But
speaking of celebrities who have died, and also Austin Powers, I got to meet Vern Troyer. I got a picture of me with him.
Speaking of people who've died,
did you pick him up and hold him?
I wanted to, but I was really drunk. And
did you hug him and squeeze him and call him George?
I actually had a manager at FedEx whose name was Sylvester, and I kept calling him George. And he got so pissed because he didn't understand the reference. I explained it to him, he still didn't get it.
I thought you met him on set. You're the stuntable frat bastard.
Hey, I told you that in confidence, man.
Told me a lot of stuff I didn't want to know. I'm going to therapy now.
Speaking of old people who have moved on, Nick Saban is retiring, so I don't have to look at his ugly face during college games anymore.
Wait, Saban?
Nick Saban, or as we call him, Nick Satan. We call him that over here.
And speaking of Satan retiring, what about the Patriots?
Yes. What's up, Stiffy? What's going on? Some rocker for a few groups, I think. Yeah, I can't remember what his name is though.
So, Zach, were you one of those kids that just never forgave him for leaving LSU?
A lot of people, most of the state has not forgiven him for leaving LSU.
Yeah, but you got a true Southern gentleman head coach now in Northern Brian Kelly.
They're firing him at the end of the season.
And
You
Eric,
No, they are. He's gone. They've already let go of a bunch of the defensive coordinators.
You really think they're going to run him after 1 year with all the money they paid him?
They dropped Coach Orgeron a year after he took us to a national championship because he started the season with 3 losses.
But he was also fooling around with somebody he wasn't supposed to be fooling around with too.
Well, yeah, but I feel like if he's also winning, that they're not going to mess up. They're not going to rock the boat.
Eric,
for your sake, they do.
Yeah,
Eric, I've decided I will do the Jay White facial hair. I am gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I hope Alex fires Jimbo.
Speaking of Jay White, did you hear that he sat there and said that he could take Bruce Lee? Michael Jay White?
We're talking about AW.
Oh.
Not Jai White. Not Michael Jai White.
He might, in his prime.
Bronze Tiger?
Yeah, I guess he's talking about that guy.
I mean, today I could beat Bruce Lee, but, not in his prime.
Both of them in their prime, he might have been able to hang with them.
The thing is that Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris beat him, but he didn't know it. And they let the world believe that that Bruce Lee was better.
Well, Bruce Lee was more marketable at the time.
He had a great story though. That's his whole thing coming to America and just doing all this stuff was just very inspirational.
Chuck Norris, I've met him in person. He's a real short guy, but man, his shoulders are like 10 yards. I mean, big, broad. You wouldn't want to mess with him.
The dude has his own water, and in order to get the water out there, he just basically just punches with one finger, goes, boop, and then the water comes out. It's like, we're here. Don't hit us anymore.
My brother says that he got to meet Rowdy Roddy Piper once because he was doing his immigration for him. And he says Roddy was drunk, but he comes up and shakes my brother's hand and pats him on the shoulder. He said it was like being hit by a fucking 2x4.
Dude,
I bet.
If Roddy was not drunk when you met him, I wouldn't believe it. That's him.
Yeah.
Guy was an alcoholic, but he's just that he's rowdy. The one thing I would love to be is a doctor back then. And when you had the guy like the Ultimate Warrior come in and like, so how do you get whiplash? Doing this all the time on the ropes. That was look cool, but I can only imagine the damage to his neck from doing that.
Yeah, but people hated one of the reasons they hated him, the Ultimate Warrior. I mean, aside from the fact that he was just a flat out whack job.
Well, he's a copy of the Hogan.
He was an asshole, and he was crap in the ring too. But they also there's many things that like what you said. But he also, by the time he came in and he did all that, his entrance, he was just exhausted. Yeah, shaking the ropes, running to the ring, and all that shit.
That's why you see all the guys just come in really slow because they're trying to save their energy.
So I'm about to follow Jackson Roykirk.
Wait! You're going to get pudding too?
No, I wish I had pudding. I have fried chicken though, and I haven't eaten most of the.
Well, the good thing, the only bad thing is that, and now Eric's gonna run because Jackson decided to go get the pudding, and they're both the whole home.
Eric's gonna run. Yeah, Jackson's gonna have all the pudding to himself.
When I say run, he's gonna take his scooter and run him over.
If you don't eat your pudding, you can't have your meat. By the way.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true.
But tomorrow night, we'll be doing we'll back to being 2 ratings. So Marvel team ups. Which issues again? I guess he went to go get pudding. But they're the Reed Richards and Spider-Man teaming up to take on the Mole Man and some sort of the B or something. I don't know. Who cares? It's a Mole Man. We don't care about the other guy.
Basilisk.
Hey, yeah, Basilisk. That's what it is. Did you look it up?
No. I remembered he had mentioned it a little while ago.
Yeah. Some Bastich.
A basilisk is actually a lizard that can run across water. It lives in the Amazon.
Yes.
The basilisk lizard. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
If he's smart like Yoda, he'd just kind of part the waves. Or float.
Well, he's not. He's a lizard.
Yeah. He's not.
Well, wait, can a lizard run across the water like that?
Yeah, the way he runs, his legs go like propellers almost. A Lizzo bump. No, a Lizzo absolutely cannot. Maybe float.
Lizzo just jumps in the water and the water disperses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to be the new Storm in the new X-Men movie.
Yes, she is.
MK, we're not gonna do who is hotter or who's better. We did
No,
that
not
last week.
tonight. Not tonight.
But he says, read today they're making up the Blob again. He says they like the 80s version. That's the only version I saw was the 80s. I don't think I saw the 50s. But he also says, question on Comic Vine. Really, people go on Comic Vine?
Comic Vine's still a thing?
I know, right? Who's more iconic, Godzilla or the Hulk? And
Godzilla.
In Japan, Godzilla. Here, the Hulk.
Yeah, I'd say here.
I'd say Godzilla here too.
Yeah,
Really?
Now it's more. Yeah, because the Hulk is kind of falling away.
I would agree with that.
It might be closer now with the MCU, but
well, there's more Godzilla movies, and then there isn't any Hulk related movies.
That's true too.
And because a lot of people do go see movies, don't necessarily read comic books, so. But I don't know. That's not hotter. Who's hotter, the Hulk or Godzilla?
Godzilla, because he's radioactive. Well, actually, no. So is the Hulk. Damn it. Shoot, that's the second time in 2 days I've done that where I've said something and I'm like, wait a second, nope, that's not right. Because the other day I was like, coolant wouldn't freeze. Coolant can't freeze. I'm like, oh yeah, because it's antifreeze.
That's exactly what.
Yeah, I said it differently than that when it was going through my head, but whatever.
Marty's right. Worldwide, Godzilla is more iconic among comic fans. Hulk is more iconic, and that's comic fans. See?
Yeah.
That's a small percentage of what the population of the Earth.
Yeah.
We were a larger number back in the day, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like, we were important during the war, but now when I don't need us anymore.
We're dwindling now.
Right. Just like our fans watching this channel. They're dwindling.
Just like your panelist on this channel. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Since Zach wants to leave, we'll leave.
I'm starving. Y'all don't hear my stomach growl? It's growled like 3 times in the last 10 minutes.
Oh, no.
No, don't even hear it. I believe you.
So, if you haven't already done so, please click like. And if you're not subscribed, do it now. Because we'll find
Why not? Yeah, why not?
If you're not subscribed, you made it this far, you won. Because most of you guys just click off at like 30 seconds. Don't know what it is.
I've already subscribed, and I also liked this one too. I did that on my phone.
I don't like Undead Quinn anymore. We need to ban Undead Quinn. I don't care if he's the only one who contributes on top 5. I don't like him.
Hey,
I mean, Godzilla was a girl in the
No, I don't. I don't want you to justify it. I just want him gone.
and she had babies.
Yeah. Wait, the Matthew Broderick movie
Was a girl.
No,
And then the
Was it a
cartoon
girl?
series,
Was
in the cartoon series in the 90s, they had the Godzilla cartoon. Early 2000s, it was a girl too. Wow.
It was a girl in that one. Okay.
Well, wasn't there a baby Kong too? I mean, baby Godzilla.
There were baby Godzillas, and there was
Well,
also a baby.
I
want to know how there was a baby Kong, because Kong was a dude, and there was no existing female that was his size
that you know of.
It's like a hot dog down a canyon. Now after him, but anyway. Well, unless you're going the whole way Rampage, where it's a normal size, and then it just grows.
And then grows.
Yeah, but then again, who knows? Anyway, yeah. Hope you guys had fun. Ko-Fi links down there if you want to subscribe, or if you wanted to give us $1 or more, whatever you want to help the channel out. Goes to Eric Breen's his Coke fund, his Zero Coke. We're trying to.
And if you'd like more conversation about how giant-sized monsters can have kids,
I knew it.
please find something better to do with your life.
You see, when giant-sized monsters love each other,
it's too late for us. But don't let it be.
It's like getting hit in the face with a water balloon. All right. Later, guys. Remember, everyone helps out the channel, and you're also eligible to basically choose our next Marvel or DC reading. Later.
Later.
Good night, kids.